not sure what happened there. My stream died. Not sure exactly when it did. Don looked over and said, "Your stream died." So, anyways, I was just going back and forth figuring out how to get the observatory telescope in position to get the planetarium, and I did that. And then I looked through, got the back in position to be able to look through it, and got the North Star, which gave me a gem, I think. Is that what it just did? A gold. Okay. So, onward! Here we go, and where are we? We are in the West Hall, so we have to go back. Oh, I just wasted a footstep, because I could have gone down to the hallway in that way. Oh well, I'm in here now. I'll go back through here, because that's where we are. And let's go this way. Okay. Chapel, we can go north. Parlor will dead end us, storm will dead end us, so chapel it is. Well, dead end us from that direction. We already looked around. Well, there could be coins or something. Let's look around. A good scientist is a keen observer. Look around the room, look around the room. I had a science teacher who would always say that. I'm like, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a keen observer. So, bedroom, we can go to the west. Lavatory is a dead end, and guest bedroom is 10 steps, but it's a dead end. So, let's go to the west. And we get 5 steps because of the nursery, another 2 steps for coming into the bedroom. There's the Reddington postcard, and here we have a road and a fishing rod. So the and we have a key. So the letter in this room is an A. Do we already have this room? We are entry hall, chapel, this room, A. Okay. These letters don't make sense. Because I already know that puzzle. So I probably messed up in changing the days. Alright. Anything, anything, anything. Okay. On we go.
I found the run button.
There's a run button?
At least for the PlayStation.
Oh. Spare room.
Try shift.
Parlor goes north. Utility closet. Gives us the breaker. But we dead end this way. We still have east from the entrance hall. But we'd have to go all the way around. Let's go parlor. Okay. First we're going to see if there's anything. We need our key to use the box. And here we go. It's a tier and a tie. We are hallway, observatory. tier and a tie, so
Pardon
that's an
me,
R.
sorry. I just had to
Oh, right.
shift. I'm sorry.
That's right. Okay. All
You
right.
glare at me in such a.
We have the
Why?
instructions for the game we don't need to look at again. Anything in the fireplace? That would be interesting if they did that, but no. All right. This box is the black. This is the black box. This is the black box. So that means the black box statement has to be true. The black box is not empty. Okay, that was easy. Yay, we have gems. And yeah, that's the way we want to go. Ooh, passageway takes 2 gems, but let's wait, let's see where we are. So yeah, that gives us 2 other ways to go, because I was just going to go to the west to the nursery. But closet would dead end us, gives us items. Bedroom would give us lots of steps, but we're okay on steps this time. We want options. Let's see. We have the power stuff humming overhead, which will be significant if we get the thing that gives us power. I gotta take a drink. I gotta remember to unmute myself. Am I unmuted? Let me see. Make sure. Yeah, I'm unmuted. Okay. That's the hazards of doing a push to talk or push to mute or whatever setting I did. And on we go. Shall we go to the east? Is that? Yeah, that's the way I'm facing. Is east? Maybe. Okay. Dead end. Archives. Kitchen. Archives gives us options. The problem is I won't be able to see all the floor plans, but that's okay. This gives us a lot of story in here, and my throat is getting very dry, so I might just do a blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marian Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. Then it's continued without the continuation. If you remember, the Red Prince book that we read in the nursery was by Marigold. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. So, yes, this is our mom, Simon's mom, and she writes books. Swimbird author never considered herself a success. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red, a statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White are two of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. I wonder if that is significant. So let me make a note. We know that Marion, Mary, uh, Red Prince, Anti-Throne? Question mark? And then we have the RLCF, the Children of Blackwater, Caleb Manning, and Philip White. Bombing. Huffington Post was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. So, Caleb Manning was a writer. And Philip White is the publishing company. No, it's another person. And publisher and author. Oh, it's a publisher. Yeah, okay. Publisher. Okay, we got that. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marianne Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Rushington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. So, Mary distanced from Caleb, who had been mentor. Uh, doesn't have. Was seen at the corner suspicious bag under blah. Waved down a local blah. This is the third major last year anticipated charge by the Crown. Manning was the last. But trial begins. Expected to last. Blah blah blah. Manning and White at press function. I wonder if there's something there. I want to have the magnifying glass to come in and see this. Um, No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. That's pretty precise for saying around. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon at the Hundred Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. So mom's missing. And that was 87. Okay. Priceless jewels stolen. Okay. Let's see. Mary missing. What date was that? February 22 Feb 87. Significant? I don't know. September 2nd. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aries have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble cities, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. So that's September 2nd. The year isn't included. To Sept. Jewels stolen from closed exhibits, and that was in Fen Aries. Okay. Museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest the theft was politically motivated. So we wanna oh, Benny is coming back to my lap, so I can't type as much. Let me see. It was the Ruby Crown of Orinda Aries. Ruby Crown Orinda Aries. I don't know how much of this is important, but I figure they wouldn't put it in there if it wasn't important. Question mark. Okay. And that's it. Alrighty. Alright, that was not as bad as I was afraid it would be. Okay, that leads back to the bedroom. I'm just checking to make sure I'm not missing anything. We got the power lines go through there. That's where we came in. Can't open any of these drawers. No, no, no. That's shiny. No? Okay. Alright, this is going north. I'm gonna go west. Now the fun thing is, we now have archived floor plan. See, if we go to the utility closet here, we'll be able to do the power stuff. And or the laboratory, which will let us go north and run an experiment. Okay. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Can you imagine? I mean, we always joke in video games, especially in Poppy Playhouse. Um, no, in watching Poppy Playhouse and the people we've watched play it, because Poppy Playtime. Um, like there's the crazy ways that they have to go to get to their work, and that's typical of a lot of video games. When you just try to think about it, how crazy the stuff is that that you have to do in the various games to get to from place to place. And if you think if that was like a typical work day, how crazy that would be. I can't pick any of this up. Okay, I can look at this. Heating and cooling curves, H2O melting point at zero point 0.1 ppt, test atmospheric pressure, da da da, room temperature, complete thaw. We'd be able to read that if we had the magnifying glass, which we do not have. And we have the periodic table of elements with some stuff missing, and whether it's accurate or not doesn't matter because this is to be used for a clue to a puzzle, which nope. I guess all that would mean something. There's a tree, probably the fir tree. Yep, fur and fire. So this is an E room. Do I already have it written down? Let's see, we are 1, 2, 3. Yep, I already have it. Okay. And I think this is just to make it look scientific and like there's actual lab work going on. Because here we have um, a periodic table of elements filled in with numbers, which gives us the clue, and it's pointing that way because it has to do with these levers. So let's go over here. I don't know whether it's more logical to take a screenshot of this or the other thing, but whichever. Alright, and let's paste it over here. Get to where I can actually see it. Ooh, that's dark. Alright, there we go. And go back to the numbers. What's this? Science stuff. Alright, so we have an H, and then 2 is, this is 8, 12, 8. This is an S. Oh, that's the third, the H is the third letter. Okay, so where's the 1? 1 is down on the bottom. I gotta pay attention. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The sixth over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. P U S H. Oh, that makes sense. It's push. Okay. Oh, I gotta push. Okay. And then that was 3. Then 4 is TH. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. THRE. Okay. THRE. Alright, and then 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E, U. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The third one. P, A. And 8 is F. Alright. Wait. Not P, A. P, M. Seven. What is PA? Okay. Then 8 is... Oh, F. Okay, then 9 is... Second... 1, 2, 3, TE. TE. Okay. 10 is... RN. 11 is... I. 12 is... NE. Push 3 up after 9. Alright, so... When this is powered, because this tells us the machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room, we would push 9 and then 3. And it does something with power. Okay, I think that's everything here. We got our pictures. Alright. Enter. Experiment setup. You are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Continue with the experiment. So we have our cause and effect. For each bedroom you draft after your second, whenever you draft a shop room, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk. So, what do I think is most likely? Well, I've already done more than 2 bedrooms, so that we, I don't know if the second counts, for, like, a bedrooms after this. Shop room, I think I've, and I don't have anything to open a locked trunk. Okay, so let's go with bedroom, and then let's look at the effects before we go hitting anything. So set your steps to 40. Don't want to do that. I would lose 27 if that were to happen right now. Set your dice to 2. That could be good. Lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. We don't want to do that. Let's go ahead and for each bedroom, I want to set my dice to 2. Because it's pretty rare that we would get dice, so it's not as likely to lose any dice, but it could give me dice. Alright, start experiment. Enter to return to main menu. Research logs? No experiments found. Okay, that just tells me what we've done already, I guess. Pause and exit. Let's exit. Alright, let's see, where are we? Laboratory, we can go to the north. So, let us do that. Spare room will take us up. Guest bedroom dead ends us there. And we don't know. Shall we take a risk? Let's take a risk. We got the utility closet. Alright, so we want the gymnasium off. Darkroom on, garage on. Keycard entry system off. That way, if we find a keycard, or if we find the security, we can set it to high so that we get lots of securely locked doors. and they'll be open when we set the stuff. Okay, so that was, oops, that was a cart and a chart, so it's an H. Do we already have this? Okay, we are in entry, chapel, bedroom, archives, laboratory, utility closet is where we are right now. And that was an H because it was a cart and a chart. I think. Yeah, cart and chart. H. Alright. Not a bad room. Not the best though, because I have to go back through the archives passageway, or all the way back down to the entrance hall. So let's go back to the archives right now. Oops. At least when we go through here, it doesn't like make um, another folder. Ooh, security. Oh no. Aww. I don't have any gems. I'm pouting. Let's see. If I do the storeroom, let's see, where can we go? Where can we go? We still have the passageway. If I have a chance of getting security, well, I can't do the archive floor plan anyways because it's got a gem requirement. So storeroom's the only place I can go. So there we go. A decision is made for me. We have a tier, probably have a tie because tiger. So that would be a G. Alright. So we're going entry hall, chapel, bedroom, archives, storeroom. That's a G. Alright. We have a coin, which I walked right past to go to the picture. And we have a key and a gem. Anything else? We have a pawn. And that's it. Okay. Passageway. Alright. Commissary would not be a bad thing. I have 5 gems, I might 5 coins, I might actually be able to buy something. Diag blocks. With pilot and plot. It's a plot of land. Pilot, plot. So it is missing an I. So we are hallway, observatory, parlor, passageway, and here. This is an I. And let's see what there is for sale. Salt shaker. I could get a salt shaker. Then any food I get will be worth 1 more footstep. Can't afford anything else. Let's save the coins until I can get something more, like a shovel. I gotta take a drink of water. Gotta unmute. Okay. And we have a door. It is locked. I have 2 keys. Alright, dining room. gives us a way up, which we need. Lavatory dead ends us. Floor plan, archived floor plan, we don't know. Good dining room. We can't eat yet because we're not at the 8th rank yet. We can't go that way. Is there pictures? Tube, maybe? Test tube? Vial? Bath? Tub. Tub and tube. So this would be an E. Okay, so on this line from the pictures, we have the word 8. And I think my notes from before are bad because the next line is a D A blank E A, and that can't be right. And then the next line is crack. Oh, 8 dates. That would be an S. Oh, I know what happened. Because I've got my 2 keyboards taking my notes. And on my left keyboard, I don't quite keep my hand on the home row, so I hit the wrong letters a lot when I'm not even thinking when I type. Okay. So here we are in the dining room, and we're gonna go to the north. We've got our E from our tube and tub. See if there's anything else in here, like a key or coins. We can't get the food yet. Good, it's not locked. Nook would give us another coin. Patio, we can't do anyways. So archive or key. Let's go for a key. Let's see if there's anything else in there. There's a rook. Rook in the nook. Anything else? Any pictures? We don't have our pictures? No pictures in this one. Okay. Oh, we got a key. We're using a key. Alright. We don't want a dead end. That has a gem requirement, so we either dead end or we risk. And this is the den. Wait, I just saw. Oh, that's a candle. That was not a key, that was a candle. Okay. It's a pawn in here. We get a gem. A locked chest. No, I want to save it for a door. There's a coast. And a cost. So that's A for this room. And so we are, let's see, how many up are we? We've got the hallway, the observatory, the parlor, the passageway, the commissary, and we said coat and cost, coast and cost. So this is an A. Okay. All right. Got all the clocks. Our nice warm fire. I'm going to sneeze. Make sure I unmuted. Okay. I gotta figure out where to put all my stuff so I don't have to keep moving stuff in order to see whether or not I muted. Okay, on we go. Good thing I didn't use that on the chest. Okay. Can't go there, can't go there, because we... Oh, wait, we do have a gem, because we just picked one up. Drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. So basically, I get a reroll. Or archived, or spare room where I just go. So let's go drawing room. We have a gem. And we'll get another gem. And I just got distracted. Because on his screen, Don just got an upgrade disc. 0415. Enter. I should remember to hit enter. Okay. Got the gem. I already read the letters. Letter number 6. Alright. Anything else in here? Fireplace. Got all those pictures. What do we have? Yes, we have a tie and time. Okay. So we are tie and time. It's an M. Okay. We have all our gates. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Let's go. Security. Costs a gem. But we did have the utility room, right? After watching Wade and helping Don, I get confused. Oh yeah, utility closet. We got it from an archived floor plan. So, good. So we can turn off. We can do the key code. Yeah. We can make there be a lot of key card doors and have them off because we already turned off the power. Key card. So if we make the security level high, that means more key card doors. And we want them to be unlocked. So that means any keycard doors that we find will be unlocked when we find them. Yay. And that's what we want to do. Exit. Alright. And we didn't look around in here to see if there was any keycards or anything. So what that does is hopefully any locked doors will be locked with keycards and they will automatically be open because the system is off. Okay, and here we have spine and pine, so this is an S in here. S. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I probably am. I'm probably missing tons of... I have not been getting any items, which is crazy. It's locked. No. Okay, where can I go? I could go back through the drawing room and go to the east, or all the way back down to the entrance hall and start this way. So, let's go back to the drawing room. Go through the other door, which hopefully isn't locked. Right. So where are we? I don't really want the courtyard in the middle of the way. Plus, I have no gems, so I can't do it. I could get 2 items from the closet or archived room, which could be good, could be bad. I guess I will find out. Let's find out. Archive. Oh. And there goes the lights. We have 53 steps and we have the utility closet. So, where's the utility closet? We need to go back down here, 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 here. Oh, that's a lot of steps. That's one getting here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to turn on the lights. Or, since we're going back down, we could go all the way down to the entrance hall and start up this way. So, security. Oh, wait, drawing room. One moment. Had to cough. Okay, let's go back through the drawing room to the den to the nook, all the way back down here. It's 10 o'clock, Don just pointed out to me, so let's go ahead and get risky and go to the dark room. Because if I end the run, I end the run. So, let's go in the dark. I can't even find the door. Yeah, let's take advantage of the key card door being offline. And eeny, meeny, miny, mo, this one. What do we got? Bedroom. Got lots of steps. And a key. We just had a locked door, didn't we? Okay, and here we have, this is plane and planet again, so this is a T. We are straight up from the entrance hall, chapel, bedroom, archives, storeroom, guest bedroom. That's where we are, and I said T, and we already have a T there. I did say T. Yep, plane and planet. That might have even been the same hint. Okay, we got anything else in here? Thought I saw something there. It was just the lines in the back. Okay. There's the note about the math, which we haven't got that room yet. Okay. We'll go straight across. Oh, there's another key door. Can't go there. Let's see. What have we got? We have the bunk room. We get 5 from the nursery. Experiment successful.
10 from the
Or,
nursery.
it,
Bunk
oh,
room
because
counts
the
as
bunk
2.
room, it counts as 2. It only took me up to 73. I don't think I was down that far. Maybe. Anyway, let's see. Can we see the turtles of Vera? Hmm. Do 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 do. Hose and house. So it's a U. And we're in rank 8. So we could go to the where is the dining room? All the way over there. Ah, Wade has another blueprints up. Alright, so we are up here, and that is a U. Okay, because it's hose and house. Alright. You see the little hamster. Where is your... Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, I will not have to share my room, I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be. But today will be a good day because he is at camp. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. This is not Simon, the character we're playing now, but it's
That's Simon.
no, because he's talking
The
about
young one is Simon.
it's Herbie, and Herbert the Baron had a brother named Simon too.
Dad. No, you might be right.
Yeah, because they only mentioned one son for Mary.
That's right. Okay, never mind.
So this is Uncle Herbie is glad that Uncle Simon is at camp. Today's a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw away my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. I went the wrong direction. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He's a crybaby. Today is a good day. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would still rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Because we eventually find a bit of a family tree thing, and there is a Uncle Herbert has a
That's right. I
brother named
forgot about the
Simon.
family tree.
I don't think there's anything else in here. Is that all the rooms in the dark room? Yeah, because there's nothing on this side of the dark room. So now we go back through the drawing room. Security was locked, and we have a key now. Okay. Through the drawing room to security. Oh, that's not the drawing room. I wasted a step because I am a silly Billy. Which is a weird saying. I guess it's just a rhyme. Alright. Use key. Garage. I get 3 keys and I open up this. I have a gem.
Do you have the utility room?
Yes. 3 keys. 1, 2, 3. And boop. And we have a crate. And a chart? No. Graph? No.
Crate and rate.
Crate and rate, because the rate's going up. Right. That one stumped us before. So we have C. Crate and rate. Okay. And this is open. I wonder if we can run. Don found a run function on the... Oops. Let's see. A lot of times... Nope. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, we are now in a new area. That leads away from the estate, which we are not going. Soft jazz music. Is it jazz? Just because it has... It's not really jazz. It has some jazz flavor, but it's not really jazz. It's still pretty. We go across the bridge. And we can open up this gate. But before we go that way, we have permanently opened the west gate. Okay. Oh, somehow I ended up on my Excel sheet. No wonder it wasn't doing anything. I don't know how that happened. Probably when I was hitting the buttons trying to figure out if I could run. Two special items or shelter. You know, I haven't gotten any items. I want some items. Shovel. Looks like it's used for digging. And sledgehammer. Ooh, where was that chest? What room was that chest in? I don't remember. But it was a recent one. Oh boy. Let me see. A lot of times shift is run. Yes! We can run. Or at least walk quickly. Go back in the garage. Let's see. Can we move this? Nope. Anything in here? Nope. Anything. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship. Your absences must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Anything else? We got our picture. Alright. Now, which room had...
Did you go out and get the outside room?
Yep. I got a Yep. I got a shovel and I got the tool shed. I got a shovel and the sledgehammer. Where was the chest? I think was the chest in here? Yes, there it is. Okay. Now I can use a sledgehammer to open and get 3 more keys. Let's see. I can't get up there from here. Or can't get much of anywhere from here. But I can go back. I have to go back down. And since I'm going back down, I can get me some noms in the dining room. Where's the dining room? I have to go through the dining room anyway, so I gotta go to the nook and through the dining room. Dining room into the commissary passageway. Archives. Woo! No, passageway, parlor, bedroom, chapel. Oh my goodness. We got a ways to go. Alright. So, yeah, that's where we need to go. Nook. Dining room. What do we got? It is porterhouse steak. Delightfully expensive cut. Bone in and extra marble for maximum tenderness. A perfect dish for those who love extravagance. I don't have a showroom, but I could use 20 steps. Especially since I have to go all the way back down to the bottom. Alright. So, that's where I just came from. There we go. Through the commissary. What do I have? Eh. Okay. I just came from there. We go this way. Passageway to the parlor. Wait. This is the parlor? Yeah, there's our puzzle game. Okay. And did I look over here to make sure there wasn't anything? While I'm in here, may as well make sure. Okay. This is all closed off because it's inside. Okay. Parlor, to the bedroom, to the chapel. No. Bedroom, chapel, entrance hall. Okay, yeah. Oh, goodness. Ooh, there we are. Finally. And let's see what's this way. We can get the kitchen, which will make it a little more difficult to get that corner. Laboratory will definitely make it difficult. Or I can reroll. Oh no. No, no. And that's the archive. Let's reroll. Conference room. Combine it. I don't really even have inventory to combine, so conference room is a good one. And if we get anything that says scatters coins throughout, they end up here. So that's helpful. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout the house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conjurer's room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Which is what I just said. But that's where you find that out. And in this, okay, save code, we know that's a lie because it's not a handwritten red note. We have pin and pine. And we probably, yeah, we already have an E. Oh, I didn't look at the cards, the paintings in the entry hall, but that's okay. Right, which way are we going? Okay. Boudoir, we can turn north. Mage chamber, we can turn north but have less items. Do we have anything? Yes. We have a picture. It's Christmas, and there's a safe. Anything, 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 anything. Okay, let's go to the safe. Okay, we have a gem. There we have letter number 4. Herbert, I was distraught to learn that you have chosen to omit the details of our dear Marian's disappearance from the public record. It is no surprise to me that the royal court would want this embarrassment kept as quiet as possible, but am shocked that you have so little regard for your niece that you would play the king's scullion and stoop to kissing the foot that treads upon her memory. She gave up her family, her fortune, and her life, and all you can do is think of your name. Having never had a family name nor fortune of my own, I cannot personally condemn you for faltering in your commitment to make the same sacrifices she did. But for the love of God, do not, by that same display of weakness, clutch your petty assets so tightly that you undermine the cause as she forfeited everything to further. Our countrymen must be made aware of the price she paid, and must be made to see the color of the flag she flew as she rode into the darkness of 100 nights. Remember the news article saying that the Red Prince was a political commentary. So this is pretty much saying that she did something standing up for her beliefs against the throne. To deny her story is to deny her life. If through your silence you bless this betrayal, our son Simon, your heir, will inherit a fortune of lies and will spit upon your grave when he learns of your cursed foolishness. Needless to say, we will not be coming to for Christmas this year. Well, we also know that Herbert wrote a letter to Mary saying that he would look out for Simon, and if he did something that he would do whatever he needed to protect Simon. So uh, we don't know what happened. These are dead ends. We don't want a dead end. So let's see what's in the archived floor plan. Oh, it is the kitchen. Alright, and we have a car and a cart. Do we already have a T here in this spot? Nope. Okay. Alright, that is noted. We only have 4 gems. What can we buy? We can get a banana, which is worth 3. We can get 2 bananas. We have 76 steps though. So, I don't think we need to worry about it right now. There's a pet. Right. Office would dead end us here. Closet dead ends us. Or we go archive, which might take us north. Or might not. Do they have a locked door somewhere? Let's see what we got.
Looks like it's towards the end of your run.
Yeah, I am pretty much at the end of my run, depending on what this archive floor plan is, which is a good thing because it's almost 10:30. And it is the spare room. So I guess I'm done. And I didn't get to, well, I did get to smash one chest. I didn't get to dig anything though. Yeah, that's a dead end. That's done. That's done. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. Yep, that's it. Alrighty. There's not really anywhere else to go or anything to do. So, we can...
75 steps and nowhere to go.
Actually, I know later we get a thing that will let us get all the stuff, all the coins we spend in the chapel. Let's put our whole 4 coins into the chapel.
Did you toss one in the fountain?
Oh no, I didn't toss one in the fountain. Because we can later get the coins from the fountain too. So, fountain or chapel? Let's go. We can do one in the fountain and then some in the chapel. I have plenty of steps.
No, one in the fountain, and 3 in the chapel. Just walk back and forth.
That's true. Make a wish.
Yeah, it looks like you're getting tired.
There you go. I can run.
You could just walk forward and back.
No. I like the shiny floor of the entrance hall. And there we go. And that echoey sound. There's a piggy bank. Anyway. Let's go to the entrance hall. And look out on the beautiful grounds. And
Look up at Mount Holly.
Don said look it up. Look up at Mount Holly. See Mount Holly? Looks like Holly. Which I already pointed out. And we'll call it a day. Call it. Wow, that was 2 pretty good runs, I think, and it's been fun. So here we are. We are a west-facing inn. So the first day we were east-facing. This time we're west-facing. We had 30 total rooms. Uh, took 75 steps and had 71 when we wrapped up. So we had a lot of steps. Finally found some items. We found the shovel and the sledgehammer, and only got to use the sledgehammer once. I have not been having good luck as far as the items go, but fairly good luck on the rooms, I think, comparatively. I got through 30 rooms and ended up with a bunch of keys after going through most of the rooms. So that's been fun. It's been fun. So until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And I will probably be streaming this again. I don't know if I'll wait until next Sunday. I might sometime during the week, but that all depends on how my um,
Day job goes.
day job goes. So take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.